Hey ups, it's me, always me the weirdo, and this is 2 Point Museum, and obviously this is the Pointy Mountains snowy area, that the museum that we're looking at. I've unlocked quite a bit of space down here, and still got a little bit over here. But the reason I've jumped in to do a video today is because the 2 Point Museum seasonal content update has occurred. So we've got some new poys to explore, and the autumn stuff is gone, and we've got the winter stuff, the winter updates here. So let's dive in and explore that. So I'm just going to use this at the minute, and if you see, you've got a new thing over here, new indicator. So you can scroll over, and you see that here we have any staff 1, 2, 3, 4 display free frozen finds exhibits to enable you to get this initial poi. Boom, I've unlocked it. It's got 2 rewards there, and then we've unlocked another poi, which is it needs a marine life expert, because you displayed a cold water fish exhibit, so you unlock that. And now we've got a cold water fish, and then in order to unlock this we need a wildlife expert, which I don't have at the moment, so we'll get that sorted shortly. But what I want to do first is have a look at this first poi and send out a few staff. It says it doesn't matter which ones we send out, so I'm just sending out a bard, a rogue, a janitor, and an ex. I mean, I don't feel like I need to send out Scratchy Wizard. Let's find someone that's a lot lower level. How about another wizard? How about we send out another wizard? And how about, instead of sending out Cuthbert Digestive, we have a look at sending out someone a little bit different. Maybe we send out do need someone with the aerodynamics. Might be the best person to send, to be honest. There we go. Well, let's send one expedition out there, and we'll see how we get on. We're waiting for this. This is going to come in as well, so we can do something with this once it arrives, hopefully. I don't know where I want to put the Christmas stuff. We could have this be the Christmas area. But I feel like we need a bit more room. so let's see what's in the box. What is in the box? Yay, we got the syrup tree. Right. Definitely want to place the syrup tree. I don't know if I've got one yet, but I do want to place it somewhere. I feel like that's the place to put it.
The museum apologizes for all the litter, but I'm not sorry. Not anymore.
I might be weird here, but I'm going to put another donation bucket there. So what's this need? It's got everything it needs. That's great. So we're doing with that. This one's going to take a while, so that's fine. While we're waiting, obviously we need to, I think this could be the wildlife section, and I think if I just extend it out just like a little bit more,
Assistant to restock gift shop, please and thank you.
and then do that, and then I still quite like the dungeon moss. So I'm just going to put the dungeon moss in this corner.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Maybe. Quite like it. Looks good. So, making money. Halfway there. What we need to do is we need to hire some wildlife experts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of some experts that I don't really want, for starters. So, like, those are the ones that I definitely don't want. Trellinda Blind is another one that I'm not really bothered about.
Attention. If you're desperate for the toilet, it could be worse. You could have gone already.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to Harrison Wolf.
So,
I've been learning more and more about botany. I've been enjoying myself so much that I stopped spraying those chemicals in my basement. I'm letting the mushrooms
didn't
grow.
sign up to this.
I
So
took
that
my
every time it
favorite
is renewing,
largest
I have to go through the
dog,
same
I
shit
call him
again.
Charlie, to the museum.
Don't mind me, just getting some spam calls from insurance people. It's really irritating because nothing's changed. I keep telling nothing's changed. They're still fucking spam me with calls. So, yeah. And then they tell me they're going to ring when I say that they can ring, and they ring earlier. So, they're obviously not bothered about when I say. They just want to ring when it's convenient for them. So, yeah, we're done with that. Right, I'm going to get rid of Trellinda. She's, in fact, do I need to? Yeah, I'm not going to hire Trellinda because I do need to be a little bit more careful. These two are naff, so we're going to get rid of them. You can stay, advertise. Let's get some wildlife experts on the go. I only need 2. I want 2 options. Hopefully one of them will be good, and then if both of them are good, we'll hire them both.
Promoted staff member.
Right. So the crate is here. Crate is here. Got reward. We've got a brilliant Bratverse tree. That's interesting. And it is a frozen one. So, and it's only great. So obviously I didn't realise I prepared for this so well. If you come over here to our frozen area, that can go there, and then pause it. Is it still frozen? I think it is. Let me just I'll check in a second with decorations, prehistory, frozen, snowy pillar. Yeah, and another snowy pillar there. And then I want a snowy rock either side. And then this wants to be close near a snowy rock, so we've got that. Everything's good. Eventually we'll get a better one than a great one, but a great one will do for now. And we can get an extra knowledge point once we get the better version. So that's pretty good. Does that need moving? I think it does. Let's put it there. That obviously goes there. I'm probably going to put another one here. Now the question is, do I have unlocked frozen plants? Do we have any frozen plants? Not that I know of. Do we have any prehistory new items to unlock with Kudosh? No. We do have a snowy fern, which I quite like the look of. So I'm going to put one of them there, one of them there, one of them there. So we've just got a few of these around. And we also have a snowy wheat, which again I quite like. So we'll put one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Nice.
Marketing campaign complete. This is technically marketing.
Right. So let's go back to the green section over here, because this is where I'm thinking of putting the wildlife section. I might even create like a doorway sort of here or there. Just see. So we've got two of these. A bookworm level 3 seems like the better option, so we're going to go with that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to this chopper over here, and we're going to go, right, we need a marine life expert for this one. So we're gonna we're going to do the marine life one first, actually. And I need, yeah, and we need to do that because we need to get rid of the ice bath. Perfect catch, we're not bothered about right now. We're only 2 levels off for this guy, so I'm gonna go with an expedition journal to try and get them up. Send them out longer, 36 days, and while they're doing that, I am going to look at what you need as a bonus by using this helicopter and go to the wildlife section, and I'm going to go in and see what skills you might need here. So you need to be a higher level or have flight, like a, so what's the word, like a biodiversity will be increased if I can fly, so I need a pilot's thing to do that one. This one, it is survival. So pilot, pilot wings first.
They meant by scientifically irrelevant and uninteresting. How the expert described the fungus I grew in the depths of my home. Now, I may be biased, but I find it hard to see how that's not scientifically interesting. I don't want to get into a whole thing here. Maybe I do. Find out after this.
Announcement. Our health and safety standards are being inspected. Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
Right, so we've got a crate, and brown muskgrass is nearly up to level 14. So we've got the bauble fish, which is quite cute. Finds food on their own, no dispenser required. They're brown bagging it. Dies if health reaches 0. Cold water. So I don't know if I've got a special. I've got a cold water aquarium free. However, temperate, tropical, 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 tropical. So my thought is put an aquarium in here that's cold water. I'm just gonna leave like 2 space there, so we can put the door there. And then what I want to do is I want to make it bigger. It's like an L-shaped aquarium. And then put some like, is there any Christmassy aquarium decorations? Hmm. Right.
There's nothing to buy.
Smell?
So we got a bobblefish.
What's that smell?
Go from funky to hunky with Psst Psst, the new fragrance from Jean-Claude Marmalade. For those who like to smell. Psst Psst.
Mmm.
Training complete. Let it go to your head.
Jean-Claude Marmalade. That's beautiful. Wetlandian bin. And then I want let's have some
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously. gift shop has low, low prices. It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
Right. So let's send our wildlife expert here. And we'll send it on a detailed expedition. And then we've got our exhibit showcase, which you can put where I always put it, which is here. Kind of a bad, it kind of doesn't seem to get a lot of traction, but I'm hoping with the Jasmine Odyssey thing there and a couple of other things, it'll draw stuff in that direction.
Marketing campaign complete. This is technically marketing.
What I'd really like is to be able to earn pristine versions of these. So if you know how to do that, do let me know. Because at the moment, I wasn't aware that I'm not aware that it's possible. So there we go. And if it isn't possible, it seems a bit weird. And hopefully they'll put that in the game over time. So we've got a snake bite.
Staff look like they need some training.
Obviously we need a terrarium. So we're going to build a terrarium. Now, I would say your best bet for this is to create a section. So I'm going to create a section.
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet here we are.
We're going to have a doorway. Give me like a temple archway. And then the entrance to it, the walls are going to be like sort of, I reckon.
Expert needed to restore exhibit. Thank you.
Ah, fuck's sake. That's not what I wanted.
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
There we go. Right. And now this is going to be weird because I'm going to put the terrarium over there. I'm going to move it a little bit further out. So what I'm going to try and do is drop snakebite snake in there. Then that like that. Mainly because there will be other places for the other things for them to donate to. Right.
Wolf on two-point radio. Who decides which plants are the important plants? The experts, huh? Well, just remember, folks, you can learn a lot of things from an expert. I sure have. They can't tell you what's important to you. Sometimes a mushroom just matters.
Marketing campaign complete. Something allegedly happened. Please excuse the exhibit that requires restoration. I'm pretending it's not there. Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew. Caring for plants is never easy, but we do make it look difficult. We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
There we go. So, and I mean, if I really wanted to, I could, by rights, just go through here, find the dirt floor, then triangle now, I don't know what I'd have the floor that isn't dirt.
Trained in ages. People are starting to talk. Collectors are reminded that they don't have to buy something, but you probably will.
Okay, so there. We need to go out on a wildlife expedition.
Restoration required on exhibit. It's no longer.
So, what do we need for the sticky tickets? We need the cabin snail, which we don't need for the party. But I do kind of like the idea of trying to pick one up. So if I just do an expedition here to level up anyway.
Has been retrieved.
See the exhibit showcase ain't making us enough money. Ain't getting seen enough.
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
My money's going down, that's not what I wanted.
This one is for Charlie, the irrelevant mushroom, and all the unappreciated plants out there. I see you. Botany, irrelevant mushrooms. Charles Brownshroom. Though cruelly shut down in their efforts to be recognized as officially
Right.
interesting.
So what we got? We got a little bit more XP gain. And we got a cabin snail. But it's only a great one. So again, I need another small terrarium.
Slimy specimen boasts vibrant brown coloring and a really strong smell. They may be irrelevant, but they're an underdog, and they're the best friend a guy could have.
So we've got another terrarium is going to cost us another $5 grand.
Don't know what it is yet. Announcement. Our health and safety standards are being inspected. Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
So I think the terrariums have their own temperature. At least I hope they do. But that is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna make some more money while that's built. So what I want to do is check. So that's a staff room, right? Let me.
Assistant needed to restock gift shop. Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
So. Question is, do I have a temple security.
Warning, toilet facilities are currently overwhelmed. We apologize for any inconvenience or incontinence.
Yeah, I know. Bear with. There we go. Another small terrarium.
Staff can receive training to be less useless and more useful.
And then cabin snail. Oh, I think it had. It had flu. Right. So we need to make another staff area. We need a wild
Attention.
animal
Thieves have been
welfare.
prevented from escaping. Phew.
So I am gonna put it in there. Um, and the wet lighting bin can go in the corner.
Announcement. Workshop project complete. That's handy. Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
And the cabin snail is going to go in there. Ha!
Freezing summers, Arctic winters, 23-hour nights. The perfect destination for sun haters and hibernation lovers alike. Receive the warmest welcome, as long as the sub-zero temperature doesn't get you first. Visit Svalbard, the coolest place on Earth. Literally.
Guests needing the toilet are reminded that you'd rather go at home.
Right. And then There we go. Now, I might be weird. And maybe just go ba 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 ba. And do that. Do that. Because then there we go. See if that helps. Funnel people through.
There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
Diddly, dee, 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 dee. Okay, let's see if I've got a wildlife staff member. No.
Check out the deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
Here we go. Here's Pam Gherkin coming rather annoyingly.
Wildlife expert to restock terrarium food. You said you would feed them. Remember?
Oh,
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
hey. So now you go in there. Any biome, terrarium animal, blah 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 blah. Companionship pending. There we go, we've got a snail. So we've got a snail and a thing. I would say we can put that in the middle. I also want to taper this floor in for now. So that can go like that. In fact, I've changed my mind. I'm going to taper it like that. A little bit closer. And then I might even put the donation box at the end of the taper. And then what we need is we need to do another expedition. What outfits can these guys wear now? Ooh, we got wildlife red, wildlife blue. Right. Let's send you out on another expedition. Now, far-flung jungle. We need to go here. I'm okay not having that just now. Let's go. So we need to fast forward. We need to crack on because I've only got so much time. Tomorrow, incidentally, the new Zooseum DLC drops. So if you want to check that out before you buy it, there is a taster available right now. But from Tuesday the 2nd of December, the Zooseum content should be available to purchase, pending any issues with the release. I think we should be good on Steam. I think console might be delayed. I don't know if Xbox and PlayStation are delayed, but Switch 2 is definitely delayed as far as I know. But I think that might extend to console. I'm just not 100% certain on that. So do check the Discord or the website. I'm sure they'll be keeping those channels up to date. There was a frequently asked questions as well.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
So yeah, so what we need is we need to get the other animals, so we're going to unlock the other winter stuff. But what I would say is, yeah, going back to what I was going on about before, Zooseum comes out tomorrow. I will be either streaming it or doing a video, so keep your eyes open for that. If you want to follow me, it's always Mute the Weirdo on Twitch.
The expedition team are back from the farm.
And I think it's on YouTube now as well. I think I've updated it to YouTube as well. So feel free to crack on with those two things. In the meantime, let's see what we got in the box. So we got a spineless turd, which is not what I wanted, but it is an epic. And unfortunately it does have flu, so that is another item that is going into
Wildlife expert.
into wildlife welfare.
Food. You said you'd feed them.
What I might do as well, I need to get more money. That's what I need.
Terrarium. Put in there. Exhibit requires restoration. It really is a shambles. Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
Oh no, our snakebite has died because he prioritised going and healing this sick animal over feeding the snake. Oh, never mind. We'll have to get another snake. But this is what happens, you see, when you don't have the money to have as many as you need. Sometimes it's best to have multiple experts from the get-go so that you can do multiple things, especially if you're trying to speedrun things. So obviously, I didn't realise that he would prioritise this over this. I don't know if that is something they could tweak. Because someone waiting, an exhibit waiting in there is not going to be too bothered, whereas food is necessary. So we'll put the spineless turd in there for now. Does it need a jungle? Yep, it does. But there you go. Wow, that's pretty good. So we'll leave that for now. I'm gonna wait and try and earn some money.
The good news is that most of the animals are still alive. Can you guess what the bad news is? Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
Cool. Right, so what I would like is to let's maybe run a month without. Let's see, why is nobody coming over here? Nobody's coming over here. Right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put down a probability vending machine.
Let's rub our face in the grass
outside the outside the
Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit.
wildlife
That was a
thing.
close one.
And I'm gonna put a never bin there because I quite like that bin. It's probably my favourite bin to use because it looks like a bin. I'm wondering if we're getting a wildlife bin, a safari bin. That'd be cool. And even look to see if there is one yet.
Guests feeling hungry and distracted should try being fed and focused.
Right. Yeah, we're getting there. Look, and we've got some Yetis coming in. Yay! Yetis. So they're coming in. They're going to get themselves... Nice in there. I might have some sponge cake balls there.
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
So yeah, so we've got a nice little room here. Slowly building it up. This video is a bit longer than I anticipated, but we'll crack on. We'll crack on. Apparently the Yetis are so messy they can't be asked to put stuff in the bin. So I'm just going to stick it out a bit in the hope that they'll get access to it. Outside of this, what I've got now, obviously we need to do more expeditions. In order to do that, we probably need another wildlife expert. I don't really want to advertise for more than one, so I'm just going to advertise for one for now. Hope that I get one. And maybe I have a cafeteria over here. Maybe. I'm earning enough money now to send an expedition out. Let's see what this... You see, that's another... I don't want that guy. I don't want him. I need another wildlife expert, please. Right. What I'll do is I'll send our current wildlife expert over here to get
Expedition team
a zebra or a giraffe.
investigation. They may be some time.
Do 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 do.
Expert required
Nope.
to restore exhibit.
Okay.
You're the expert.
So that's gonna take 24 days, so that should be fine. I'm just gonna train people. Right. Vandal spotted.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest. Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Oh dear. Lots of bad stuff is happening. $20 pristine quality exhibits, 130, and lots and lots of buzz, which is pretty good.
It's a fantastic establishment that could only
Um,
be improved by having some exhibits above ground.
So let's get this.
What are those turnips hiding? That's what I want to know.
Let's get this exhibit. It's a zigzag zebra. Obviously, we haven't got our enclosure yet.
Someone has a case of broken face.
So we get the houses, large animals. I'm gonna.
Vandals. Caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
Might not be the best place for it, but for now, it is where it will go. Grassland, no. Desert, yes. Desert. Right. I believe I want 3 of them. Let's have two of them. And then Right, does this zebra have the flu? No. So we've got to get the buzz for this. We need to get another creature in there. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put this exhibit there for now. I may see if I can fix it. Actually, let me find the entrance where the tickets and stuff are. Right, the ticket booths are here. What about just moving that there? Putting it next to another exhibit.
Yes, desperate for the toilet are reminded that you have so much to look forward to.
Get me was a banner there. It's like advertising the game. There, then hopefully.
Ships, silent secret.
We're gonna a lot more there. We're making some money.
And spare you your co-workers' grumbles.
Obviously, let's crack on with the wildlife stuff. So let's send out another expedition to this place.
The expedition team are departing now.
Cured a broken face, about to get another broken face. So we'll keep that on fast and we'll work our way through. Hopefully we're getting some more money. Let's have a look for our... So Fliss beer is sensitive. I'm not really going to get you then. So we're getting some bad expedition experts there. Oh, we got a dilemma. Your team found an abandoned vehicle from now the defunct blah blah blah. Leaked oil in the environment. There's an animal struggling in the mess. What should they prioritise? So we've managed to prioritise getting the animal free. Yep.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Okay, we're not doing well with money. Right, while we're doing that, do we send another expert here to to the bauble fish. I think that's fair cop. I don't. Obviously, you're not going. You have to go. And maybe that helps us out.
We'll know more the next time we go.
There we go. Have a pristine spyglass. Increased chance of breeding with a mate. Natural convenient. Oh.
Announcement. Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting.
There we go. Now, is that full? I believe it is. Right. You know what that means? We have to extend it. Eventually, I think this section's going to come all the way across here. But for now, I'm going to leave it where it is. Oh no.
New map location available for discovery.
Right, we can slow the time back down now. Right, so you are going to be called. Is it female or male? I think that male. You're going to be called Dolph. And you're a female. You're going to be called Jade. Why not? And what I need now is I need workshop to create a sprinkler.
Noted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
And then I want to bring oh, I'm really losing money now, aren't I? Chuff. Right. So let's have a look. Oh, get into the chopper.
Terrarium in need of more food. It's getting hungry in there. Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Ooh. Stolen penalty. Oh, well, that's not my fault, is it? That's... So obviously that's not a good place to put stuff, because there's no... There's no camera, even though... So maybe we just put a camera here. That's what irritates me quite a lot. We put a camera there.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. This is Ricky Hawthorne. it's time for some news. Where Minister for Culture for all the wrong reasons. Foxbridge and other members of the department
We got
were
some money.
using a centuries-old priceless vase as a fondue pot for an unsolicited, after-hours scoff and quaff session. It remains to be seen what the consequences may be, but one thing's for sure: this won't be forgotten soon. Up next, something
Oh,
different.
sugar. So I actually want to put a couple of
Announcement.
planters
Marketing campaign complete.
either
This is
side of
technically marketing.
the entrance.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
There we go. That's another barbel fish,
Have returned.
which
Survey complete.
I'm going to put in here. Rocks. Rocks. Right.
Aquarium in need of more food. It's getting hungry in there.
Where is my wildlife expert? Not doing too bad. Right, I'm really confused because the wildlife expert shouldn't be this far away. Maybe I need to put another staff room somewhere. It's not ideal, is it? Let's go to staff and find our wildlife expert. Restoration. For some reason, you were miles away.
Apologizes for all the litter, but I'm not sorry. Not anymore.
I suppose nearest staff room's here. Yeah, I think I need a staff room over this side. May just
Noted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
is it this one that I was? Yeah.
Expert to restock terrarium food. You said you would feed them. Remember? Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Right, yeah. Really do need to, yeah, I think I'll grab, yeah, I'm gonna have to grab this, because you yeah, can't have a wandering all the way over there. Right. Let's set up a zone, peeps.
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet
Zone.
here we are.
Add a zone. Rename the zone.
We've got time for a little more on my trip to Turnip Town. Research suggests that plant life may be as much as 3 times more interesting than the animal kingdom. Take that, pandas.
Safari
It's
zone.
delicious. It's
Right.
beautiful.
So
It's
let's.
terrifying, and it's terribly
You're only allowed to
we
go
have so much to learn from plants, and they
in
next to
this
nothing from
building.
us.
An animal exhibit is no longer with us. They're on display in the big museum in the sky.
You need to not. Which died? Who died? If it's this one, it's getting a bit ridiculous. No. Is it this one? Dead cabin snail. Boom. Boom. Right. There is no need for me to be constantly attending to food. Like, that's clearly a bit overzealous. But, again, I've only got one expert. So that probably will make a difference when they're... I've got broken face, I need to get to a staff room quickly. And obviously my nearest staff room is... here. So yeah, probably do need another expert hiring, but I'm going to leave it there, guys. But you got to see a little bit of the winter update. Please do check it out. I think it seems like a good update for a little bit of content to explore for those of you who've sposhed out the game, all of the game already. And, you know, it's a little bit to spice up your current museums that you're working on. But yeah, I'm well aware this has been a lot longer than I planned to be. So, I'll leave it there. See you in the next video, and tatty bye.